Hi, I'm Matt Joyner. If you're thinking about starting a business, you should be concerned about protecting yourself on a number of fronts. First, protect yourself from personal liability for the debts of the business. Second, protect your ownership and control of the business. And third, protect the saleability of the business so that you're building something that someday somebody may want to buy from you. You know, when my great-great-grandfather came home from the Civil War, the land was devastated. He couldn't return to farming. He had to do something. So he became an entrepreneur by necessity. He started a business. In fact, he started a distillery that became very successful and sustained 3 generations of our family before it got shut down in 1919 by Prohibition. But by that time, he'd been able to put my grandfather, his grandson, through dental school and set our family on a completely different course from the rural poverty he'd grown up in. So what did he do? Well, first, he set up a corporation, and that's the first thing you should think about. To protect yourself from personal liability for the debts of the business, consider doing business through a limited liability company or a corporation that will protect you from being liable for the debts of the business itself. Second, you want to protect your ownership of your business, both from other investors and potentially your own employees. Entrepreneurs think in terms of ownership, and they think in terms of rewarding others with ownership of their business. If you do so, you need to be careful if you bring in a co-owner, an outside investor, that you maintain control and in your corporate documents maintain the ability to sell the business or run the business without them telling you what to do. If you find yourself giving equity to your employees, you need to protect yourself to make sure that their equity does not hinder your ability to operate or sell your business. And third, and on a related note, if you protect your control of the business, you protect the saleability of your business. A buyer wants to know that you can make the decision to sell the business without asking anybody else's permission. So you want to make sure that your documents are drafted so that you protect the saleability and you're actually building value that you can sell when you're ready. This is a memento from my great-great-grandfather's distillery business from the turn of the century. And like my great-great-grandfather, you should protect yourself when you start your business, protect yourself from the debt of the organization, protect your ownership and control of the business, and protect its saleability. I'm Matt Joyner. Thanks for watching. I hope we can use my family's past to build your family's future.
If you need legal advice for your business in North Carolina, call Matt, send him an email, or connect with him on LinkedIn.